Hey, what's up, Reefers? This is Reefer Matt. I recently got to visit a place you may have heard of, Cherry Corals. They had an open house at their coral farm, and I can't wait to show you. When you first walk in the doors, you're greeted with this awesome tank right here. It's at least a couple hundred gallons, and there's a lot in it, as you can see here. This really showcases what a reef aquarium could look like when you get their corals, and they did a great job of putting it together. Now, I could have just sat here and watched this tank all day, but I was here to see the whole coral farm, but this was just spectacular. So if you happen to pay a visit, make sure you stop and look at this tank. And if you know me, you know I'm an SPS addict. I love sticks, and I love to see this display right here. And it also had my other favorite corals too, those zoas on the bottom. This display was very well put together, and it raised my excitement and anticipation of what I was about to see next. If you've never been to a coral farm before, just walking in here takes your breath away, and the sheer size of this place would give any reefer goosebumps. I was actually pretty lucky to get this shot. They were real busy, and I was able to sneak in when there's a break in the action. Alright, now let's take a look at why you're watching this video. And here it is. Look at these acros, they are just awesome. When I came to this tank, I just wanted to put up a mailbox and move right in. As you can see, there's no shortage of color in this tank. There's every color acro imaginable, and this is what aquaculture looks like. They start off with little frags, grow them up, frag those frags, and so on and so forth. It's really cool to see this. And trust me, we haven't seen anything yet. Just look at this. There is a huge acro colony right there in the middle. I couldn't believe how big that one was. And there's all the different colors and different growth patterns. Like I said, I just wanted to move in immediately. Like, here I am. But it was just great to see this. Here's another one that stuck out to me. It was pretty cool. It had green and purple and pink tips on it. I really like that one too. And then, yep, I'll take one of those as well. Look at that. And if acros aren't your thing, they have plenty of Euphilia and Euphilia for you to get as well. Check these out. And here are those awesome hologram hammers. Look at those. As you can see, these are really bright and colorful, and they were one of the nicest hammers I've ever seen. And as we move along, there's just racks and racks of them. I mean, it just keeps on going. All the different colors and types. And there's even some other coral in here as well. And there are the torches. There was no shortage of torches there, as you can see, and these were all really nice too. I just recently got into torches, and I can understand what the craze was all about with them. And look at that. Who wouldn't want that in their home? Just racks and racks of awesome coral. And there's no shortage of other species as well. You got some nice Favia here and some Blastos and even some Sophastria. And just look at those colors popping. I didn't adjust this very much at all because I didn't have to. The coral were just looking that awesome. And again, just tiles and tiles and racks of coral for you to choose from. And I definitely got to come back here and get more. I did pick up a few things, which I'll share in an update. But just looking at this, it just took my breath away, like I said before. I just couldn't get over it. And over here, it looks like we have some 8 cans as well. If you're an 8 can person, they have lots of those. And I know you're going to find something in one of these tanks that you're going to want to bring home. I know I did. As I was walking around the shop, I noticed how comfortable it was to be in there. It didn't feel like hot and humid whatsoever. You know, like when you go to a fish store and it's kind of, you know, real muggy and you can see the water on the windows and stuff. That was not the case here. And you can actually move around in comfort. And this is their dosing and testing station here. As you can see, they use some of the highly grade test kits that we all use as hobbyists. They also use the moonshiners method and send out ICP tests as required. And cherry corals actually does something that's not common in the industry. They quarantine their corals when they get them in. So that way they clean and inspect them and make sure there's no pests on them when we get them as hobbyists. And as you can imagine, it'd be pretty expensive for them if they were to contaminate these tanks with coral that had pests or diseases. And here's another tank I was ready to set up shop at. This tank right here has a whole bunch of Euphilia in it and other coral, and I was just mesmerized by all the coral in here as well, just the different colors and everything. It's like, it was real impressive. And there we go. How about that? Look at those torches. And here's a growout tank that many of us as hobbyists are used to seeing. Something that's like a big aquarium that's a different coral on tiles and things. And this was also impressive. There's a lot of different colors and species in here, and I really enjoyed this tank as well. And if you're curious about what kind of lights they use, I noticed they had different fixtures on different tanks depending on what was in the tank. Looking around, it was mostly LEDs, if not all LEDs. So this will give you an idea of what you should match your coral to in your home when you buy from them. I personally don't own these lights, but I do have LED, and I've never had a problem from cherry corals. And if you still haven't found something that you like, here are the zoas. Zoas are also my favorite coral, and I was delighted to see these. I always suggest zoas to newer reefers because they're very colorful and beautiful, but they're also easier to care for. And you may find as you advance in your reefing journey that you still enjoy them. I know I do. As a matter of fact, here's another tank that caught my eye. I'm not sure what this tank is for. Maybe it's something for frags only, for shows or something. But I've seen a lot of things in here that I was interested in, like these Gnies here. I think those are glitter Gnies there. I'm not sure what the bottom ones are, but they look really nice. And then, of course, zoas looking awesome. So I'm definitely going to have to ask him what's up with this tank because it really piqued my interest. And also some things that I saw there were, I believe these are mini Maxi Anemones. I used to have one when I first got back into reefing after a long time off, and I really enjoyed it. It just kept getting bigger and bigger, but it wasn't very aggressive, and that's what I liked about it. And these ones here were very nice to look at as well. Especially this one right here, check that out. And I don't pretend to know every coral species, but when I saw this one, it really caught my eye. So if you know the name of it, please comment below and tell me what it is. And here are some other nice beginner corals that any new reefer is sure to enjoy. And hey, remind me to go back and get some of these hammers. Check those out. You know what? Never mind. Just close your eyes. You don't see them because Reefer Matt is taking all of these. Man, I definitely got to go back. Look at this. This is impressive. So if you see cherry corals at a frag swap near you, this is similar to what you're going to see. And if you're in the United States and want the corals shipped to your door, head on over to cherrycorals.com and check out their awesome selection there as well. I want to thank Todd and Brett for allowing me to view their coral farm and share it with you. I'm Reefer Matt. Thank you for watching and happy reefing.